Oh, B.A., this will be a great test for both sides. They're each loaded with talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if these teams end up meeting in the postseason.
Hits both from the stripe.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Outside Thibault. Back to Suggs. Three-pointer. And it's Bona with a rebound. Here's Bailey. First quarter of play, a minute in. Here's Maxey, plenty of space. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Recognized that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
Outside Thibault. Up top Suggs. Pass to George. Back to Suggs. Got a hand on it. And they'll keep possession. Just 3 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Now the 76ers with it. Pass to Bailey. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Well, Maxey has proven he's got a good eye out on the floor. He'll spot those gaps in a minute.
The three from Suggs. And it's Bona with a rebound.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Here's Bailey. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Here's McCain. Brooklyn pulls it in. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Thibault. Another shot. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
For three, Maxey. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
He throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Now here's Suggs. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
Tight handles by Suggs creates all the space he needs.
Here's Maxey. It's stolen by Thibault. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And the shot goes.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's McCain. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. They get it back. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
76ers trail by 3. Here's Bailey. And he can't jam it through.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Thibault. No good on the triple. Here's Bailey. Harris outside. To the right side. To stop the run. The Sixers again can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Klingon. 4 on the clock. Here's the 3. Left side Thibault. Power it home.
Oh, wow.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Now here's Suggs. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. To the middle. Out to the wing. Here's Klingon. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And it's Thibault missing.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
Pass to Bailey. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Suggs. And he throws it down with one hand.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to review the game plan. The 76ers making a switch here. So it's Philadelphia now. They trail by 7. To the inside. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Highland. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Timeout called. Brooklyn. Nets leading by 10. There's 1:59 left to play in the first. Back to Jerome. Right at the free throw line. Drummond grabs the miss.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Here's Highland. Knocks it down from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Jerome, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Highland misses. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-3 run. To the paint. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And that one falls for Highland. 58 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside, Williams. Back to Jerome. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Drummond. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
From deep, Melton. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Six to shoot. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they are so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Tell you what, they have outworked the opposition and have capitalized on the putbacks, bagging their own groceries tonight, boys.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Williams misses. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. That'll be the second stop of this 6-game trip. Nets leading by 4. Here's Jerome. He drops it from range. Jerome's got 6.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Pass to Maxey. Right wing. Launches it from deep. Another miss by Maxey.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Now Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Pass to Maxey. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Maxey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, Maxey finds all kinds of ways to score, and he knows only one speed. Flat out, all out.
Out of bounds. Going to be Brooklyn's ball.
Substitutions on the court.
Nets leading by 7. Suggs outside. Takes the 3. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
You can see Suggs' confidence growing over time with every 3 that he makes. Keep shooting them, Jalen. Keep shooting them.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Outside Thibault. Pass to Suggs. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Fires, high post. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Pass to Klingon. Puts up a three. Brooklyn, no good that time either. 76ers trail by 8. Down low. Here's Bona. And that one is stuffed right through.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Thibault. Got a piece of it. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Here's McCain. They get the rebound. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
For 3, Maxey. We're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Here's Bailey. And oh, he just slams it over Paul George.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that higher difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And he drives in. Misses the one-handed jam.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Has to Klingon. Thybulle with it. Shot clock at 6. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
So it's Philadelphia now. Here's Bailey. And there's the drive. Oh, misses the dunk. Brooklyn leading by 8. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. And Brooklyn with possession here. 8-point game. Timeout called, Brooklyn. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
They're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Brooklyn shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. 76ers trail by 11. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by the Nets.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Pass to McCain. Here's Bailey. Here's McCain. No made baskets yet. Clock at 6. Here's Bona. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Nets leading by 14. Here's Jerome. A quick shot there. It's off target.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. Williams with the screen. Back to Jerome. It's stolen by Highland. To the wing, right side. There's a minute 47 left in the second quarter. Clowney pulls it in.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too. Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Pass to McCain. There's the triple. Counted from distance. McCain's got his first 3 points of the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And Bones Highland gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul. 76ers substitution. Andre Drummond.
A minute 6 left in the first half. Cornette. Rebound by Philadelphia. Six on the shot clock. That shot missing. Nets leading by 9. He's off on the layup. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line. 100% this quarter.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. He does not get the second one. Now the Nets with it. They're leading by 8. Pass to Jerome. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Right side Highland. Lets it go from 14. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back to the game after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers, trailing by 8. Got a piece of it.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Bailey. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Boy, nice pass that time by Suggs. I love his composure and presence.
Now here's Maxey. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Here's Maxey. Up and in on the layup. Maxey's got 8 points.
When Maxey has the ball, you got to keep him from getting downhill, or he's just going to take those points.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, VA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
Pass to Bona. Here's Bailey. Looking to get it going. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Suggs outside. Softly drops in the floater. He has 7.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer in high school. He gives you physicality in the backcourt.
Here's Bailey. 10 points for him. Fast break, Brooklyn. Fires the 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Off with the layup.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under it.
Can't get it to fall. 76ers trail by 10. Pass to Bona. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
There's a screen. And he's going for the oop here.
Jalen Suggs serving up an assist, boy. He is a capable point guard.
Maxey surveys. Going inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
So it's Philadelphia now. 11-point game. Harris with it. No points so far. McCain's shot is off. Suggs, right side. Pass to George. Inside. Outside Thibault. The three. Gets the three ball to go. Thibault's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They trail by 14. Here's Bailey. Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam. Timeout called. Brooklyn. So both teams making some changes here. Brooklyn leading by 14. And here's Suggs. He's got 7. On the take. And a missed layup. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Suggs, right side. Money from 17 feet out. Suggs has got 4 points now in the quarter.
With his speed, Suggs able to get one step ahead, and then he's ready to let it fly.
Harris a screen. To win the drought. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
And the basket is good. Suggs has got 11.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Outside Maxey. Tries to break his ice. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Williams.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
10 seconds.
Suggs outside. Pass to Williams. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 9.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
I like a lot of things about Suggs. His toughness and physicality, though, kind of stand out, especially at both ends of the floor. And I think he just continues to grow as a player.
And there's a whistle. That goes on to Anthony Melton. That's his first foul of the game.
15 foul.
Here's Jerome. 6 points for him.
Boy, outstanding hustle from Harris on the defensive end. They're doing a good job to alter shots with that activity.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Outside, Williams. Over Maxey. Williams misses. 76ers trail by 20. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Hey, we've seen Maxey take the big jump. Now he's one of the game's best scorers.
Okay, so Tobias Harris, 6'8", 225, a capable jump shooter. That sound familiar, Clark?
Yeah, it's got some of my same profile. I was about the same size when I played back in the ancient days of the early 80s. I see a few similarities. Solid, consistent, pretty mobile, can put it on the floor, can do a lot of good stuff. He came into the league so young, only 1 year in college, and he's had a long, productive, steady career, a pro's pro. And that's high praise when you've done it for as long as Tobias has.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Brown. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And after a first half where he didn't turn it over once, that has sure changed here in the second.
Nets leading by 18. Here's Jerome. They grab their own miss. Outside, Williams.
That's number 4 on him. He's still got a little wiggle room, but if he picks up a 5th, that could be a problem.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw drops for Williams. He's perfect from the line this time. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third quarter. They set the pick. To the inside. The shot's good.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Bones Highland. Brooklyn shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Shooting 2.
Good on both. 17 seconds left in the third. Launches a 3. It's not going to go for him. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. An easy 2 on the layup. He's got 13.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
And so it's Brooklyn continuing to pile it on. Up 22 as
45.
well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Brooklyn leading by 22. Fires top of the key. Thibault on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. No good that time. Here's Bailey. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
To the paint. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And he drops the first.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Pass to McCain. Here's Bona. Can't hit it from 12 feet. All sorts of time. And it's Bona with a rebound. There's the steal.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
It looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. To the middle. Here's Klingon. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times. Not only is Maxey solid and efficient from the line, but he gets there quite a bit too.
Down low. Klingon. And And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Pass to Bona. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
Suggs, right side. On the wing, Suggs. Ooh, a terrific shot on the turnaround. Give him 20.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Pass to Klingon. Three-pointer. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
And they get it back. Here's Bailey. And it's good for two.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Suggs with the bucket.
Hey, you can see that former football player mentality and history on display with Suggs. He is fearless.
For three, Maxey fires in the triple. Maxey's got 16 points here in the second half.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Suggs outside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Absolutely flying. Look at Suggs using those hops to jam it home.
Here's Maxey. Paul George pulls it in. Nets leading by 23. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Give yourselves a round of applause. There's nobody else in it.
Here's Suggs. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
He came out of halftime with renewed focus, heating things up offensively.
Pass to Bona. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Driving in. And he goes in for the dunk.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And so it looks like the Sixers will retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Bona. Harris outside. Releases. And the jumper falls for him. And so it's George with it. He brings it up to the Nets. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
Both teams deciding to change it up. So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives then, B.A.
Outside Maxey. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Timeout, timeout.
Tyrese Maxey, a really talented and explosive scorer. He can fill it up in a hurry.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your next youth team.
And the 76ers making a change here. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. And so he hits both. Now Highland. It's Brown on the wing. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Deflected. Melton outside. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Don't give Melton any room from deep. He'll punish you from there.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Cornette with the bucket.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
To the paint. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
4-3. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Brown. And here's the fast break. And he comes up with a bucket.
The ability to play the one makes Melton valuable. He finds teammates when they're in good position.
A minute 37 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Jerome. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Nets keep it alive. Back to Williams. Goes back up. Driving to the basket. And there's the rejection. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They lead by 25. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Melton.
Nets foul. His third personal foul. 14th foul.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Collins a screen. Now here's Highland. From downtown. That shot, no good. Outside, Williams. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbed.
Could've been more loyal, could've been more for you. But you've been so fake, I swear it's like the chains.